Deary me, what am I like? What a mess I've made. Well, I guess there's only one person for the job.
Yeah, me.
That's right, Henry. You. Hiya folks, and welcome to, let's sort of call it part 2 of the Henry Extra videos of mine. So if you refer back to the first video, we have just unboxed him and set him up. He's all ready to go. I've got him plugged in. So we're here in my kitchen now. I'm doing something that iBasiac does on his channel called a mess test. So what I've done, I've just thrown down on the floor some Horlicks, and what I'm going to do, just to test both nozzles out, I'm going to pass the nozzle forwards and back once. I'll do it with the standard nozzle first and then the aero brush, and then we'll have a look and see which nozzle picks up the most. So without further ado, let's get to it. So we're going to start with the standard nozzle, which is already fitted to Henry. Let me just switch him on. And you can see we have got power because the mains indicator light is on. So here we go. Just give me a second. Just need to adjust the debris. There we go. Okay. So, very simple. I'm just going to pass the nozzle forwards and backwards, and let's see how much he picks up. Well, that's not bad. You can see that's quite a clear path that he's left there. Now, unfortunately, he's snow ploughed a little bit. Look, he's pushed a little bit in a heap. But where my hand is, that is very clear. That's pretty good for a standard nozzle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this nozzle off and I'm going to put the aero brush on. And we'll see how the aero brush copes. He's also very quiet as well. I thought it was going to be louder than that. So what we'll do is I'll just put that there. Pretty hard to see, black nozzle on a black floor, but never mind. So this is the aero brush that we looked at in the unboxing. Obviously it's got the brush roll underneath, so obviously when the power's switched on, that will spin. And it's got a squeegee on the back as well, so it might be a bit easier on this floor. So let me just fit the aero brush to the end of the extension wand. Already that feels a lot easier to push. Much easier to push. Okay, it's the same again. Just going to pass the aero brush forwards and back through the middle, and we'll see how much the aero brush picks up. Oh dear, that's a little bit disappointing. It's left quite a little bit. But I don't think the aero brush really is designed for hard floors. But even so, you know, that's still a bit disappointing. If we look back at this, yes, it did. The main nozzle did snowplow. It did snowplow quite a bit of it, but it picked the majority of it up. So, I mean, it didn't snowplow any. It has picked a majority of it up, but not as much as I thought it would. So I've decided I'm going to do one last experiment, because I've actually got one more nozzle here. I've got this one, which I don't really know. Oh yeah, yes, it's a hard floor nozzle. So I'm going to give this a go and see if it can pick any more up. So what I'll do in the middle of the strip is we'll run it forwards and back like we've just done, and we'll see how that copes. So just bear with me while I change the nozzles. Pretty boring view of my kitchen doorway for you folks, sorry about that. So I'll just leave that there. That is the aero brush. I've had it probably less than 2 hours and we've already got it dirty, but never mind. That's the aero brush. That was the main floor nozzle. I think at the moment the winner is the main floor nozzle. I think if I put the brushes down, because this is a hard floor, I think it might not have snowplowed, it might have picked all that up. But here we go, anyway, we'll put the last nozzle on. See, it just fits straight on. Oh dear. Got your nose trapped, Henry. Right, I don't know what this is going to do. But we shall see. Let me just, there we go, grab the camera again. So what I'll do, I'll just push it forwards and back, and we'll see how much this hard floor nozzle can pick up. Here we go. Well, let's have a look. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. There's the odd few little bits that it's missed. Snowplowed a tiny little bit there, but needless to say it's picked up more than what the standard nozzle did, and a hell of a lot more as what the aero nozzle has. But I still think the cleanest path, I mean, I'm rubbing my hand along this part of the floor and I can't feel any residue whatsoever. So I think the winner for this challenge, it might be a little bit different on carpet, but for this challenge, the hard floor challenge, I'll do another one for carpet, but I don't want to ruin the carpet. I might have to you like do some put some shake and vac down or something to do that with. But for this, I think it's got to go to the standard nozzle. So I think I better clean this up now. So I'm going to put the brushes down on the standard nozzle and clean it all up. So I hope you enjoyed that little mess test. And as you can hear, he's working fine. He sounds great. And thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Once again, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Farewell.